These are the World Championships of Gymnastics, and today we'll answer the question, which country has the best team? That is 15-year-old Chellsie Memmel. In the news this week for all the wrong reasons, but maybe the right reasons for her. And basically, she received a phone call to join what was left of Team USA after a couple of injuries and a serious illness. One was an Achilles tendon injury to the U.S. national champion, Courtney Kripetz. The other was a knee injury to the transplanted Cuban and a proven veteran, Anya Hatch. And then there was Ashley Postel, a world championship medalist prior to this. She's out with the flu. So it's up to Carly Patterson on the left, Tasha Schwikert on the right, and Chellsie Memmel from West Allis, Wisconsin, 15 years of age, to somehow try and get Team USA through this and defend what was a bronze medal performance in the last World Championships.
You know, Al, I spoke with Marta Caroli, USA team coordinator, in the tunnel moments before the team marched in, and I asked her how they were dealing with this most recent setback. Her response, I can't believe all that's happened. We're still a team, though, and although there are kids doing events that would not have, we are prepared. We have been reassuring after reassuring after reassuring. We still think that we can win.
And you know, Chellsie is already proving herself here in day one of the competition. She posted the second highest all-around score. Today, she's competing in every event for the USA. She's the only one doing this.
And that would be in all 4 rotations. And in each team will use 3 gymnasts, and all scores count. So one big mistake and you're done. The United States doesn't need Taryn Humphrey and Holly Weiss until much later. But they are here. They could be warming up in a side gym, but they are here as sort of a sign of unity for Team USA. There they are.
And now the recent injury of Anya Hatch is really devastating to Team USA. She was one of the most dominant, if not the most dominant vaulters in the world. Could cost them 0.5 of a point.
Now the home crowd loved it. How good was it?
It was good, just about as well as she can do it. The small hop on the landing, but what I like most is she comes out aggressive. She doesn't hold back, explodes off that horse. Blind landing, so it's hard to stick. She just has that small hop, just about as well as she can do that vault. She has been a cool customer.
And of course, the start value on this vault is only out of a 9.7.
A 9.275, and we have seen many, many scores just like that in the low-scoring vault.
And there's pressure on in this competition on vault because in the new rules, they're only allowed to do 1 vault.
Carly Patterson next. Tasha Schwikert still to come. It's funny, you know, Schwikert was a last-minute substitute in the Visa American Cup in 2000. She almost won a medal, so she knows how to step in and do the job.
Vaulting has been by far the lowest scoring event at these World Championships.
Same vault we saw from Chellsie Memmel. The start value again, 9.7. It's consistent, but a big hop in the landing, that's going to cost her.
And again, what that means is even if Carly Patterson had done this vault to absolute perfection, she would have only been able to receive a 9.7.
And actually, I've seen Carly do this vault much better. She doesn't quite have the rotation she knows she needs. She bends her knees a little bit as she's landing.
9.237, not quite as good as Chellsie Memmel.
There's Tasha's coach, Cassie Rice, to the left. You talk about a team leader. She has it. She brought that team together in the warm-up gym after the first serious injury, gathered the troops together and said, we're not going to let this bring us down.
Identical vault that we've seen from the previous 2 Americans. Just gotta stick the landing. Wow.
She heard you, Tim.
Wow.
That's Mom and Dad, Mr. and Mrs. Schwikert from Las Vegas, Nevada.
This was a beautiful vault, tremendous power, and zeroes in on that ground, and bang, right there, doesn't move. Tasha really didn't have the best of days in the first team qualification. but she comes out here very strong. Actually, I'm a little surprised with that. I think that was a little bit low.
A hug from team coordinator Marta Caroli. You could see Tasha Schwikert's shoulders slump forward when she saw the score, disappointed with a 9.325. So the United States moves on. No big major mistakes. Next up, the Romanians. And in women's gymnastics, they are part of whatever power struggle there is. Back after this. The World Gymnastics Championships are brought to you in part by Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Out of California, a look at one of the walking wounded for Team USA, Anya Hatch. Her severe knee injury has her in a cast. Courtney Kupets, who injured her Achilles tendon, sent home. Ashley Postel had a very bad fever and a case of the flu. Anya is able to walk up and sit in the press box and watch the proceedings. We switch now from the American story to the Romanian one. Andreea Munteanu on the vault. There's Octavian Bellu. He has been the longtime overseer of the Romanian women's gymnastics effort, and it's been filled with success. They've been the world champions every time since 1991, and they were once again dominant in Sydney, Australia in 2000.
But you know, this is one of the first times that I can remember in a very long time where they are faced with so many new faces, so many young athletes who have very little experience here.
This Andreea is only 14 years of age.
But if you are the national all-around champion for Romania, you got a pretty big credential right off the bat. The only problem with this vault, you see where her chest position is relative to her legs when she's landing, going to incur a little bit of a deduction.
9.3 for Andreea.
This is not their strongest event, the Romanians. They don't have the power that they need to generate those huge vaults.
But a number like that is good news for the United States team, who put up scores just like that.
Yeah, vaulting really is a very low score. I'd be surprised if either the Americans or the Romanians are leading, because the other events score so much higher.
Same vault as Andreea. This one done with a heck of a lot more power, actually over-rotates, but those large steps on the landing are costly as well.
National champion for Romania on vault. As Elfie said, she explodes off the horse. Now look at her chest position, completely upright when she lands. That's one of the things the judges are looking for, but when you take two steps, you get a number like that.
Monica Rosu with a 9.362. Our first look at Spain and their leader, Elena Gomez. In the other competition, the individual all-around, she had the best score coming into the finals, which you'll see tonight on NBC at 7 Eastern Time.
You know, Elle, she's great on this event. She's the world champion from last year and made history for Spain by becoming the first woman to ever win a medal at the World Championships. Elena Gomez of Spain.
There she is with her coach, national team coach, Jesus Carballo. He said that he came to Anaheim just worried about qualifying for the Olympics. The top 12 teams from these championships have an automatic berth to compete in 2004. They made it easily.
Still to come, powerhouse China and the most decorated gymnast in the arena. That would be Svetlana Horkina of Russia. These are the 2003 World Championships, the women's team finals. Back after this on NBC.